My name is Rachel McLeod, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker and emotional wellness coach. And I want to talk with you today about one statement that will keep you stuck in with symptoms of anxiety, depression, and traumatic stress for a lifetime. And really, because we know that that's really what we're used to. That's what the expectation is that, once you have anxiety, this is just always how it's going to be. Or, you had a traumatic experience or a traumatic childhood, this is just what it's going to be. If you've been watching me for any amount of time, I don't believe that. And I help people heal, I help people resolve this, and I help them reach their dreams and live their dream life. And because not only did I believe that when there was no evidence, because I needed to believe that because my life was on fire from anxiety and traumatic stress, and some symptoms of depression as well had started showing up. So I needed to believe that when I did not have evidence. And then for myself, when I started practicing, I needed to believe that without evidence. And then as the evidence started pouring in, I have lists and lists and lists of evidence of why this is true and why people heal, and why having a disorder of anxiety, depression, traumatic stress is not a life sentence, but it is a stepping stone for being boosted into the stratosphere of your amazing self and being able to live your dream life, and reach those dreams when maybe everybody had already counted you out. And maybe everyone's just like, well, they're just depressed. They just sleep all day. They're just so anxious. They worry about everything. Maybe everyone's counted you out, but the truth is that if you get this right and you resolve this, you are going to be more amazing than you ever dreamed of. And I watched that happen over and over and over and over again. And so, but I also know that not everybody gets this. And especially right now, where our country is and where our practice is right now, with people specializing in helping the brain heal itself, there's not a lot of us out there that specialize in just this. We're hoping this changes. We're working on this, but it's like finding a needle in the haystack of finding a therapist or a coach that believes this can change. And let me tell you what, you need to find that, because their belief system is going to limit what they believe, what trainings they get, and what results that they're able to get their clients. And so, but let me tell you what, if you get through this one statement and you decide to heal and change, this will amplify all of your efforts and get you laser focused on taking the actions that you need to change to actually get to your outcome, which is what this is all about, in results. And when I'm talking about results, I'm talking about actual transformation and the elimination of your symptoms. I'm not talking about that because I like big things. I do. I like bold, big dreams. I'm all about that. I live like that. But I'm talking about that because that's what brains do. You're not supposed to have panic attacks. I mean, unless there's something to panic about. You're not supposed to be stuck in hours of worry every day. You're not supposed to feel incredibly unsafe if you leave your house. You're not supposed to sit in your car for 20 minutes to an hour just trying to work up the courage to go into a grocery store because you're afraid of what people are thinking about you. And you're not supposed to be doing something that you want to do, and then afterwards oh my gosh, did I make a mistake? Maybe I said this wrong. Oh my goodness. That's not supposed to be happening. And let me tell you what you're sure as heck not supposed to be experiencing is an inner voice telling you how bad you are, all the mistakes you made. Remember this, remember that. That's not for you. And that inner critic, that's not supposed to be there. It's not supposed to be like that, right? And if you've got self-hatred going on, that's not supposed to be there. That's all evidence to me that there's room for an upgrade. There's room for healing, and there's room for you to not be there ever again. You know, so that's really what we're looking at. We're looking at staying stuck or moving into freedom, peace, becoming present, and being able to have the emotional and mental freedom to do what the heck you want to do with who you want to do it, right? Because there's so much of this that keeps us trapped in ourselves, and we don't get to connect with the world outside of us, right? We don't get to go to the reunion, right? We don't get to spend time with our kids and actually connect. We don't get to be intimate with our partners, right? People have told me that they've gone years without being intimate. They've gone years without connecting and playing with their kids. They've gone years without seeing their best friend, right? All because of anxiety, shame, guilt, all that stuff. It's all from the same root. It's all emotional unwellness, not supposed to be there, right? And so that's what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about, and I'm talking about one phrase that so many people use, so many statements, and I want you to start recognizing this, and I want you to see this as your biggest enemy, because this one statement will keep you stuck for a lifetime. Because that people take this stuff to the grave. Their anxiety, depression, and traumatic stress, a whole lifetimes. They raise generations with it, right? No. Okay. So here is the one statement. And what we're going to do, well, let me tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you what this one statement is. I'm going to talk about why it's so horrible. Not even horrible, horrible, right? I'm going to tell you about that, and then I'm going to walk you through some a strategy, some questions to work around this, to break free of this. And I'm going to hold your hand during this call, during the call, during this live video session to do this. So I want you to go get a pen. I want you to get a paper. This will not do you any good if you don't actually do this. And let me tell you what, I don't know if you will actually do these exercises if we're not doing them together, because there is so much resistance. And I'm going to tell you right now, it might not be super duper fun, but the end result is going to be phenomenal. The end result is going to be, exactly what you need to do. You have more motivation available to you, and your journey between where you are right now and being symptom free or symptoms in remission, so much shorter. Do you want that? Okay. That's what we're after, and that can absolutely happen. All right. So grab that paper, grab a pen, and let's do this. And let me tell you what, if you want to leave things the way they are right now, and you want to keep suffering with the same symptoms that you've got going on right now, please just go ahead and get off this video, because we're going for it and we're going in. Okay. So I'd like you to do me a favor. I wonder if you will do this. I want you to go ahead and comment, "I'm in," if you have your paper, your pen, and you're committing to doing this with me. Okay. And so I'm going to just give you guys a minute to get that together and go ahead and post, "I'm in." The first one that says that will go, and we'll get started. And there's a little bit of lag time between us. So as soon as you are ready, let's rock. Gosh, what if we just sit here and nobody says anything? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, totally left hanging. Hmm, don't leave me hanging. Let's not do that. But you can. We'll do that. Um, let's see, what will we talk about between "I'm in," the first "I'm in"? I want to keep talking about this statement. Do I go back on my word and just start talking? The silence. The silence is just growing. Do you have your paper? Do you have your pen? Are you in? Hmm. Let me ask you again, do you have your paper? Do you have your pen? Are you in? Hmm. I don't know. I'm feeling so strongly about this, I might just end this here and then send out an invitation for like a Zoom conference or something. We'll do it privately. Um, if you want me to do this here, go ahead and just post, "I'm in." If you're in, if you're not in, then you're not in, I'll wait. Hmm. I'm just going to surf Facebook land for a moment. And you know what's interesting that a thumbs up would do it, but I don't get that over here. Let's see. Let's see if we're I am live. There I am. There I am. So I know you're seeing me, and I wonder how many people are on with me. Hmm. All right. Well, perhaps I'm just going to interpret this as you just want to stay where you are today. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I accept you for all that you are. So I am going to save this for another time, and I will see you around Facebook land in the future. Maybe we'll do this again shortly. Okay. Have a great night, and I will see you another time.